What's up, fam? Back with another story time video. Yeah, I was telling y'all about I left off at the fight in the 5th grade. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit to middle school. I'm gonna fast forward to the 6th grade. Yeah, the 6th grade, the 6th grade was all right. We had a little crew in the 6th grade. We was called the Nike boys. All us had Nike running Nikes. All us had the running Nikes. We thought we was a little crew, whatever, in the 6th grade or whatever. When I got to middle school, I seen how much freedom I had, as far as like I could skip, or I can damn near leave the school, go to McDonald's, whatever, and come back. Like, it was just a lot of freedom in middle school. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna fast forward to like the 8th grade. Something happened in the 8th grade one time. It was this guy, his name was I think his name was Boo. Anyway, he was from Del Ray, Southwest Detroit. And he went to our middle school. I guess he rode the bus to school or whatever from Del Ray. And so he was beginning to be a problem with me, because he was fucking with my cousin and my sister. He was fucking my cousin Lil Man and my sister, whatever. So one day I'm in school in the 8th grade, and I'm in class, and Lil Man just bust in the class like, "Hey man, the old boy, he fucking with me in the car." Man, when he said that, I don't know what got in me, man. I'm talking about, I was like, fuck the teacher, class, everything. I took it straight to that nigga. And when I left out the class, the teacher was trying to stop me, but I was like, just walk right past the teacher. I ain't care, But so I went out in the hallway and I seen him down the hall like he was at his locker. And I went up on him and shit. I ran up on him and shit, and like, "Nigga, why you fuck with my cousin, my sister?" And he said something slick, and I was like, "Nigga, what's up though?" And I just started throwing them things on him, like, went crazy, And yeah, I won that one. But I didn't understand how I won that fight, because shit, he was way bigger than me. This nigga was cocky as hell. I don't know if he was scared to fight me back or what, but yeah, I took it straight to him. And so they ended up breaking us up or whatever, but so I ended up getting kicked out for a couple days or something. So when I did come back to school, he was due to come back to school too. But I think he brought a couple of his homeboys up there or something. A couple of his homeboys came up there with him to school or something like that. And so I heard about that, because I didn't go back that day. I supposed to went back. I went back the next day. So I took I had a 38. It was a Chrome 38. It didn't even work, but I took it to school with me and shit. And me and him got into it again, and I drawed it on him, And when I drawed it on him, some kind of way that school found out about it, but after I drawed it on him, I ended up running out to school and went home. And when I did that, I got home, and they was calling my grandma's house about the incident had happened. And my uncle, he was so smart. He smart and slick that he was like, "Boy, where that gun at?" So I gave him the gun. And I told him, I said, "It don't even work." He said, "It don't matter, nigga. You can go to jail for this." So he took a toy gun and wrapped it in aluminum foil, because it was a chrome pistol. He took a toy gun, wrapped it in aluminum foil, and he took that up to the school, and he said this is what he had. But, they ain't care nothing. I guess they really believed that it was real. But, that was a good thing to do, because it stopped me from going to jail. And so they kicked me out of all Area A schools, so I couldn't go to school inside my district. I had to go to school on the east side. And when I went to school on the east side, man, that was an even bigger problem, because I ain't know nobody, And it was so crazy, because by that time I had got my first car, and I was driving to school. And man, they ain't like me at that school like that. The boys used to try to fight me after school and shit. And I used to have to, get up out of there and make it to my car and get the fuck on. They couldn't understand how I was leaving so fast. I had my car parked in the teacher's parking lot. And yeah. So I really like like gave up on school when they sent me to school on the east side because, you know, something bad was going to happen because it was like a lot of shit going on. So I ended up finishing that year. It was the 8th grade. I ended up finishing that year, and I posted, because they had 9th grade at the school I was at, and I posted had when school came back around, instead of me going to school, I never even started the 9th grade. I didn't go because that summer I ended up getting into hustling, and I made a pretty bit, you know, nice amount of money that summer. So it really, like, I ain't had no interest in school no more, you know. So I ended up dropping out, you know. So because, you know, I didn't want to work or nothing. I didn't want to get a job. I wasn't interested in no job, you know. Because I figure I got to at least graduate before I can even get a decent job, you know. So by the time I made that money that summer, I was like, fuck school, to be honest. And that's when it all started, you know. But yeah, because it was time that, you know, before I even started even grinding or hustling, it was time that, man, I mean, it was like, man, we were so poor that shit, it wasn't even food at the house at times, you know. My mother ended up getting addicted to, you know, crack and whatever, and started using, so that made it even worse. So I had to do what I had to do. I ain't had no other choice. I had to do what I had to do. But, you know, it's all gravy. Later on, I ended up getting my mother off of crack, though. But, yeah. I just wanted to come to y'all with that little part right there. With that little part of my life that I experienced. But it's gonna all be in the book. It's gonna be in the book, and I'm talking about much more. Much more. I'm just giving y'all little snippets, you know. But yep, stay up, stay visual. I'll be back at y'all with another video soon. All right, fam.